Welcome to an Ocedo video, where we take a quick, high-level look at Ocedo for Amazon Web Services. Now this video assumes you understand the basics of AWS networking, like VPC and EC2. AWS makes it easy to create many separate networks using multiple VPCs. Ocedo lets you quickly connect your cloud console to your AWS infrastructure and enjoy the benefits of multi-VPC designs without complexity. Once configured, we automatically connect your selected VPCs together with Full Mesh VPN and can also link your AWS infrastructure to your physical offices using Ocedo appliances. Ocedo for AWS is sold via their marketplace. Before you can use the automation provided by the Ocedo Cloud Console, you must first subscribe to Ocedo via the AWS Marketplace. This makes possible the Ocedo automation for AWS. You can find us by searching for Ocedo in the AWS Marketplace or by visiting aws-marketplace.ocedo.com. Subscribe to Ocedo by clicking Continue on the main page, then accept terms on the next page. Then launch one instance. For new customers, navigating with the browser to the IP of the instance you just launched will begin our onboarding process and create you your own cloud console. I already have a cloud console, so I just had to agree to the terms in the marketplace, and now I can go log in to Ocedo. Now that I've subscribed to Ocedo for AWS and logged into the cloud console for my company, Cyberdyne Systems, yes, we're geeks around here, I can set up the AWS integration from this tab here under Network Design on AWS. Now I've turned on the integration status, but what I do need to do now is log into my AWS console and create an IAM role, allowing Ocedo to access my Amazon infrastructure so it can perform some of the automation. To do that, I'm going to just quickly grab this so I don't have to come back, the account ID, and we're going to go to the IAM management console and create a new role. We'll call that name Ocedo. And then what we have to do is we want to select a role for cross-account access, and we want to allow a third party to access my account. I'm going to paste in that account ID, and I'm going to also paste in the external ID for some extra security. In the next step, we have to choose the access, and we want to grant EC2 full access as well as access to CloudWatch. All of this is in the instructions back in the Ocedo console, so you can do it yourself without having to remember all of this. Now this is important. Before you hit create role, just cut and paste the role ARN because you are going to need that back in the Ocedo console. And then don't forget to hit create role or it won't actually work. So back here in the Ocedo Connect console, all you have to do is paste that in. Now I've already set this up, so I don't need to paste this in and click submit, but doing that will trigger a synchronization of all of my current VPCs and subnets. It takes from 1 to 2 minutes depending on how big your infrastructure is. If you come over here to import VPCs, you're going to see all of your particular Amazon infrastructure in regards to your subnets, your VPC IDs, and the instances that might be running in them. I have some empty ones today, so I'm going to toggle this on. And what we're going to do is we're going to plumb together 2 different VPCs in one region, down here in Oregon. So I'll select our finance VPC as well as our development VPC. And I'm also going to pick something in some other regions, such as let's choose one here in Frankfurt, and we'll also choose one in Tokyo. Now what happens is no changes have been made to my AWS infrastructure at all. All this does is create all of the infrastructure on the Ocedo console, creates the zones, creates the sites, creates the uplinks, and basically gets everything ready to deploy and connect everything together using AutoVPN. Now when you're ready and all of this is ready to go, all you have to do to actually launch the gateways and create all of the VPNs automatically is go here to deploy gateway. And what you need to do is just click this button that says deploy all VPC sites. You can do them individually if you'd like to specify different instance sizes for each particular VPC. So I'm going to do them all at once. I'm going to pick deploy all sites. I'm going to pick a medium instance. And by clicking submit, all of the automation is kicked off. This all happens in approximately 5 to 10 minutes. During those 5 to 10 minutes, most of the waiting time is waiting for the Amazon instances to start up, update themselves, and reboot. And after that's finished, everything itself will be up and routable. So grab a cup of coffee, and we'll come back in just a minute when all this is finished. Now it's been a few minutes, and we're just waiting for the deployment process to finish, but we can see now that all of these statuses have changed to deployed, and if you actually come to see some of the Ocedo side of things, like we have zones for all of the individual subnets, we also have sites located in each individual region, and we have appliances themselves that are currently rebooting and updating their firmware. Once that's done and they're all online, the VPN tunnels will be built automatically as a full mesh between all of my selected VPCs, including the ones that are in the same region in Oregon, and we'll come back to show the final results. Now that all of our appliances have rebooted and come online and updated to the latest firmware, we're going to show you that we have VPN tunnels to all of our different VPCs and regions. I've also added in another region in Brazil so that we have a prettier map that you can have a look at. So we have full mesh VPN across all of our different VPCs as well as within the VPCs that are in Oregon. Now if I actually come to my EC2 management console, I can see that there are now 2 Ocedo virtual gateways running, one in each of the 2 VPCs that I selected back in the Cloud Console. Further, if I come to the VPC management console, I can see a little bit about what Ocedo has automated. It's deployed the gateways, yes, but it's also done all of the routing between all of the individual VPCs and their subnets for me. That means that only the traffic that's destined for the full mesh VPN network, which we call AutoVPN, is being routed to the Ocedo gateways. Everything else in your Amazon infrastructure is unchanged. Now, if for whatever reason I'd like to undeploy what we've done, I can come back here to Ocedo Connect, go to the AWS section again, and simply click Undeploy, which will remove all traces that Ocedo was ever there. No permanent changes, nothing that you have to go delete by hand. Your subnets are just going to be a little bit lonelier. Thanks for watching.